Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation Commissioner Bob Martineau presented a check to the City of Bristol in the amount of $575,000 in funding for the Energy Efficiency Assistance Program, a new grant program for low to moderate income homeowners. The program was introduced in early April.
The first honored guest to approach the podium is Representative John Lundberg. Representative Lundberg represents District 1 of Sullivan County, which includes the City of Bristol. He is also the president and CEO of Corporate Image, a media and public advertising agency located just a few blocks from here. Representative Lundberg has served this area well in Nashville since being elected to the 105th Tennessee General Assembly in 2008. He continues to work hard for the community he represents, and his actions here today are representative of his great service to the City of Bristol. Please welcome Representative Lundberg.
Thank you, Sherry. Good morning. So, now how are we going to make Anderson Park energy efficient exactly? So, no, we're not enclosing that. I'm proud to be here, and I know you're going to hear things about energy efficiency and that, but the bottom line is, frankly, what we're going to do is save money for a lot of folks. We're going to save money for nearly 100 people. Now, for BTES, I appreciate all BTS has done in the community. I see April over there. Unfortunately, if this all goes well, BTS is going to receive a little bit less money because homes are going to be more efficient and folks are going to be able to utilize that. This will affect, I think Sherry was telling me, about 85 people, and they hope to complete this in the next year. So these are really great for those recipients. Outstanding. It's also a good time for those of us, frankly, who aren't in the program to think about what we can do to make our own homes energy efficient. And again, to translate that to not making it just energy efficient, but also saving us money and time. And that means a lot. Commissioner, I'm glad you're here. And frankly, if there's other money available from the state, you know that I will be with you very clearly to help you bring those funds here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Representative Lundberg. Our next honored guest is Bob Martineau. Bob Martineau was sworn in as the 7th Commissioner of the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation by Governor Haslam in January 2011. He leads a diverse, dynamic department responsible for acting as the Chief Environmental and Natural Resources Regulatory Agency in Tennessee and managing the state park system. Commissioner Martineau has spent more than 30 years as an attorney in the field of environmental law. This includes 7 years of service in the Office of General Counsel with the U.S. EPA in Washington, D.C., and more than a decade in practice in Nashville. He has long been recognized as one of Tennessee's foremost experts and authors on environmental law, particularly as it relates to the Clean Air Act. Tennessee is very, very fortunate to have him serving the state. As a commissioner, Commissioner Martineau is a high-energy person who is always looking for partners, much like today, in both public and private sector to help fulfill his vision for a cleaner and greener Tennessee, a place where we value and work for greater prosperity and cleaner environment for ourselves and the next generation. Please welcome Commissioner Martineau.
Thank you, Sherry, for that kind introduction. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here, and also want to recognize Representative Lundberg, the city manager, and the city council officials that are here, and the vice mayor. We really appreciate you all being here today, and we are very excited to be here in Bristol to announce and make a check award of a significant amount of money. And as Representative Lundberg said, this is really a win-win. It's a win for the residents and the members of that community who can get energy savings and do energy efficiency projects at their home and reduce their energy cost. And energy cost for low-income folks is one of the highest cost of their disposable income after food and shelter. So anything we can do to do that. And it's also a win for the environment because, as Representative Lundberg said, if we reduce their energy costs, that reduces the emissions from the generation of that electricity. And really promoting energy efficiency it's a win-win all around. It saves people money, it's good for the environment, And in the private sector, that saves individuals and businesses money. In the public sector, that saves money that for schools and local communities and wastewater utilities and others to operate. And really want to recognize that Bristol has really been a leader in some of the creative things that you all have been doing to promote energy efficiency and other sustainable practices. Obviously, we're here in Bristol, and the Speedway is a centerpiece of your community here, and they've endorsed and been participating in the NASCAR Go Green efforts to be a more green, sustainable effort in theirs. And the partnerships with the local businesses and the solar project here. You've taken a landfill and installed solar capacity there to generate new clean solar energy for the community and also your local school. Those initiatives are great. And we want to continue to partner with you. I was just talking to the Vice Mayor a little bit about other projects that we can do. And Jan Compton from our Sustainable Practices Office is out of our Johnson City field office, and would love to continue to build those partnerships with you on other creative ideas like this low energy program. And also want to commend King Pharmaceuticals and the community. This is obviously money that's coming from a settlement, a Clean Air Act settlement with US EPA and Tdec. But it's putting that money and not just sending in a check to the federal government or to us, but it's putting back right here in their community for the benefit of the citizens in the community and launching that initiative so those 85 or 100 folks can find new ways to save on energy costs for them and make your community more sustainable. So I really want to commend that partnership. Things we can do, and it really a theme of my tenure at Tdec and really the governor's whole theme is that public and private partnerships and community partnerships. Government can't be the person that with all the solutions or the entity with all the solutions. We want to partner with folks and get better results to really fulfill our Tdec mission of improving the quality of life in the community and protecting our resources for the future for our children and our grandchildren. And that's really this partnership today to bring energy efficiency programs to low-income community here in Bristol is really a good example of that partnership. And we welcome the opportunity to partner with you on this and many other ideas, and we will keep you informed. There are other opportunities. We're not just a regulatory agency. We do have grant and matching fund opportunities. We have a Clean Tennessee Energy Grant where we're working with things like the local wastewater utilities. We have a Healthy Watershed Initiative. We have a wastewater demonstration project with those utilities to save energy at those facilities, to save taxpayers money and protect the environment, to protect our resources. So again, I think we're going to do a check presentation in a few minutes, but very glad to be here, and thank you all for being part of this effort. This was a result of a settlement between King Pharmaceuticals up the street here, where they paid a penalty to EPA and the state as a result of Clean Air Act case. But instead of just putting the money in the general treasury, the state was happy to work with King Pharmaceuticals to put the money back into the community to improve the environment in the community. So it's a $575,000 grant that will be used to provide energy efficiency in individual residences in low-income communities, weatherization of homes, so that those folks can reduce their energy bills and benefit the environment because there's less electricity generated to heat those homes.
The monies will be used in the Fairmount District as well as the West End, Broad Street, Anderson, Windsor Avenue. These are living neighborhoods. They're historical neighborhoods here in Bristol, and by being able to have these monies to go back into these homes, we are creating the viability for people to stay in their homes, for them to recondition the homes, repurpose their homes, so that these neighborhoods have a great lift. There's a unique authenticity to all of these neighborhoods. With these funds, it will not only ensure that they can stay in their homes, but that the neighborhood can maintain their unique and exceptional personalities. We are continuing to make great strides here in Bristol, like the Weed and Seed program, which contributes to a huge success across the Parkway, and now this program here on the east end of our community. This project will bring new work to many of our community members, such as contractors, other businesses around the area, and it will create an even more increased economic vitality to our community. I don't know if you've noticed just yet, but there's a tremendous energy in Bristol, and this just contributes to it being perpetuated even longer. We're looking forward to working with the state, with the department, with Commissioner Martineau and with his assistants in trying to set up a strategic plan that will take us 3 to 5 years out. We understand that this is something that can't be done overnight, that it does take time, and when working with the partnership with the state and with local businesses, we feel very, very, very blessed.